Hello and welcome to another episode of Beer Man's Noble Beer Reviews. Today I have another beer from Resident Culture Brewing Company out of Charlotte, North Carolina. This beer is called Sphere Eversion, and this is a new style for them, technically. This is a session IPA. It is 4.8 ABV. They have not done any session IPAs or American Pale Ales in cans, at least not that I'm aware of. I think the lowest ABV hoppy beer they've done has been 6.5. And like I said before, this is 4.8, so I'm pretty excited about this. They had a session IPA on tap there a couple months ago, and I thought it was fantastic. And I actually was talking to the brewer that same day when I tried it, and I said, "Why don't you guys can this? I think that would be great." And he basically said he didn't think that it would sell very well. Everyone wants like the big double and triple IPAs, so. I don't know how well this is selling. I know I bought it because I was really hyped about it. That they made a hoppy beer, but it was low in alcohol. So I'm going to crack it open and see what we got. So as you can see, it pours a pretty hazy, darker golden color, about a finger's worth of really nice fluffy white head. Oh, that smells good. Really nice, green, earthy, like mossy character. Definitely some peach and some underripened mango, like that piney underripened mango. A little bit of like bready malt too. But there's nothing in this that smells like over hopped, which is awesome. I was worried that, if it was a session, that it would be over hopped and super bitter. I mean, I still haven't tasted it yet, but just based on the flavors, it smells super clean. I'm really excited. Oh, that's lovely. That's lovely. That's so weird because I get like, I get like a little bit of coconut out of that, and I don't know why I would get coconut out of something that's hoppy, without sweetness or coconut. Now there is a little bit of like Belgian Belgian wit yeast character, if that makes sense. Sometimes I liken that to like burnt hair almost. I know that sounds weird, but some wits, especially American-made wits that are in the Belgian yeast style, have that like burnt hair yeast character. I'm getting like the pineapple, the underripened mango, a little bit of a bready, doughy character, and then it has a little bit of that that American wit character, which is interesting. But I will say, just like I did a review for the Cinderlands. I can't remember what it's called right now, but it was either their pale. I think it was their pale ale. It was pretty juicy, and it did not. Excuse me. It did not lack in body at all, which was pretty impressive. Usually, if you get a smaller beer, the lower body is just something that you take with it. You expect if it's going to be 5% versus 7 to 8% in an IPA, that the malt profile on the body are going to be less too. It just goes with it. But that beer was very flavorful, very full bodied, and this is the exact same way. I mean, if you told me that this was one of their 7% IPAs, I would absolutely believe it. I mean, the flavor is 100% on point. The body is not even remotely thin. And actually, I think this is probably more balanced than some of their double IPAs, because I know they obviously had to scale back on the hopping just to make this beer, because they couldn't do the same schedule as their double IPAs. That would be crazy. But I think they even scaled it back a little more to make it a little more juicy, a little less aggressive for this small malt bill. But I definitely give them credit for this. This is a really, really good. Not only is it super flavorful, but I honestly don't know if I've ever had a session IPA. I mean, I guess I'll say a pale ale too, but especially something branded as a session IPA, other than maybe Walden from Hill Farmstead, that had this much juiciness and this much flavor for something that was under 5%. I mean, it's delicious. I don't think there's anything else I can say about it, but so my scale of buy, drink, dump, this is definitely a buy. I don't remember exactly how much this cost. Actually, I don't know how much it cost, because a friend bought it for me and we split it. But I think it was like $15 a 4-pack, which, less grain bill is going to be a little cheaper, which makes sense. But at $4 a can and it's only 4.8, I would absolutely buy this. When it comes to hoppy beers, if I feel like I'm getting the same experience in flavor, in body, regardless of what the ABV is, I would prefer to have a lower ABV. So that's why this is, in my opinion, a really, really great beer. It has a ton of flavor, great body, really nice and citrusy, a little drying on the back end, a nice bitterness. Yeah, there's nothing that's out of place in this. Honestly, this tastes like one of their beers that's like 2 to 3% stronger, but it's just not. So kudos to them to figuring this out, to making a small beer taste really, really good and flavorful. Not a lot of breweries can do that, but I'm not surprised that they can, because Trope really knows what he's doing. Yeah, I would definitely buy this again. I'm really psyched that this is what it is, and anytime they do another session IPA, I'm definitely going to jump on it, because this is awesome. I think that's all I got on this one. Please like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you think, and I look forward to doing the next one. Thanks.